Hello everybody, my name is Claudia and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a review slash book talk for the newest book by John Green, which is Turtles All the Way Down. This is actually the first time I've read a John Green's book. I don't know, obviously I've heard about John Green and his books, but every time an author or even a particular book is overhyped, I don't read it because I don't want to be part of the hype. I want to be unique. But when I heard that this book was about a mental illness, I was like, I'm gonna read that because I also have a mental illness and it's something very important to me. And I feel like when I read this book and I read Ace's point of view, I feel like I could relate to her so much. So this is a book about a girl named Asa, and she's a junior in high school. Her and her best friend Daisy hear that a local billionaire ran away when the cops were looking for him because he committed a fraud in his company. So when her best friend Daisy, when she hears that there's a prize for $100,000, she tells Asa, oh, let's investigate this, let's find him, let's find some clues, because obviously they won the reward. And the reason why Daisy told Asa is because Asa knows the billionaire's son Davis. I haven't read a lot of books about mental illness, and I know Asa has OCD, and it's really interesting to read things in her perspective. She overthinks everything, something that is so simple to us, for example, I got a cut, oh well, I'll wash it with water, it's fine. For her, she has to wash it with water, and then she has to sanitize it, and then put a band-aid, and then her brain keeps telling her, but what if you didn't clean it right, and what if you're gonna get an infection, what if it has pus? Her brain, the way her brain works, I was like, wow, I could really feel for her. And this mental illness didn't let her have a normal life because she couldn't get close to her friends, and her families will see her suffer. And there's this specific quote on the book that I would like to read to you guys that I could relate so much, because while I was going through my depressions, I felt exactly like this quote says. It says, I couldn't make myself happy, but I could make people around me miserable. So when you have a mental illness or when you have depression, you make other people around you suffer because you're not happy, and you can make yourself happy, you can make anyone happy. So I felt like I could relate to this book so much, and I really liked it. I read it in 2 days, I think. I just couldn't put it down. It's very fast paced, and you just want to keep reading. I want to keep reading. For the characters, I liked the point of view, well, not the point of view, but I like how you could see a little bit of Davis and his brothers Noah in the story. You could see how they're suffering and they're coping with their father that ran away from this fraud he committed, and how they think that he may come back, and they're questioning why he hasn't called. And I like that a lot. I feel like that was a very important part of the story. I also really enjoyed Daisy's character because she was so funny and so sarcastic, and she made the book so much fun. I think everybody should read this book because it's so phenomenal, and I like how you could see what other people go through even though you may not be going through that, maybe family or a friend, and you can see how from their perspective and how they really feel. I gave this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars, and I loved it so much. I now want to read more of John's Green book, and I think I am. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it was a terrible review, but I have never done this before. So there's this booktuber that I think they were making this video advice for new booktubers, and they asked her, what advice would you give new booktubers? And she said not to do reviews because you're gonna be horrible at it because you don't have experience in it. I so disagree on her. I feel like we all have to start, and we're obviously all gonna be bad at the beginning, but if we don't start, then we're not gonna practice it. If you guys enjoyed it, see you next time. Bye.